Nathan. He owns it. How do you get? I'm assuming your customers come in. What's your favorite year you want to travel back to?
Of course. Okay, I want to go back to the 1980s personally, but today we're not talking about the 80s, even though that is the best time.
Okay.
We're going way, way back in time. In fact, first of all, we're going to go back to Egyptian times.
Okay.
There are records as early as Egyptian times that show us that they use this crazy lactobacilli guy, like we talked about before, to make their breads. So Egyptians didn't have gluten problems, and Egyptians didn't have diabetes, because this guy that they used to make their bread rise, he also pre-digested the gluten and the carbs in their bread.
Gotcha.
And then in the Bible, they talk about leavening, like the parable of the leaven.
Yep.
That is not rapid rise Fleshman's yeast that we use today.
Is that a good word though? I mean, I don't know what that means. Leavening.
Leavening means the thing that makes your bread rise.
Yeah.
They didn't have little yeast packets in Jesus' time. They used fermentation, which is what we use.
Yeah. Dan's been saying it wrong all this time, Nathan. He's been saying you guys need to leaven up. It's level, Dan. They're using the word wrong.
Up. Yeah.
Using the word wrong.
I mean, we can say leaven up here.
Yes, he can say it. Yes.
We're bakers.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
And then moving on from the Bible, this is so interesting. During pioneer times, Utah is a pioneer state. We were made because pioneers came here. They usually could only bring 15 pounds of personal items across the plains.
Okay.
And they were traveling thousands of miles, because every pound that you brought could literally kill you or make you survive.
Okay.
But every person was also assigned 200 pounds of flour, and they used fermentation or natural leavening to make their breads rise, and so they could get really deep nutrients.
So they were saying leaven up a lot. They were saying leaven up. Y'all gotta leaven up.
If you want to make it to Utah,
gotta leaven up.
Exactly.
Well, that's cool. So you can actually follow, and then is there a point in time where you're like, this is where we started to have problems? It's because we went away from that.
Yes, and the next segment is where we're gonna hit where we started to have all of these gut problems.
Well, we still have some time in this segment if you want to go there.
Yeah, what I wanted to do is to show you a little bit more about our breads and just explain it a little bit more. So this bread, the classic sourdough, only has flour, water, and salt in it. Nothing else, not even yeast. And you might think, oh, well, that's probably going to taste gross.
Yeah.
But because we use fermentation, this tastes delicious. It has like a cheesy flavor to it.
Yeah.
And it makes it so people, even with all these gluten issues,
fermentation is not a bad F word. It's actually really good.
It's one of the few good F words
that we can actually say.
Along with family, friends, food.
Yeah, there's some other ones we won't.
Yeah, there are some other good F words.
And we don't just do the one flavor of the fermented classic sourdough. We also try and make sweet breads too.
Okay.
So this is a honey wheat. Even though it's technically a fermented bread, like a sourdough, it has a sweet flavor to it, as well as this dark bread.
Nathan, tell them the address for the time travel portal here.
So the time travel portal or bakery, whatever you want to call it, it's 42 West Center Street in downtown Provo, and our website is timetravelersbakery.com. So check us out. We'd love to help you guys.